this little community has like a broken clock. So then this guy does all the drumming and stuff. Here's a girl, and let me say that you're watching Star Wars Andor, which is apparently the name of the guy, not a name of a planet. I thought it was a planet. It's like a guy, and I have to say, like, you think you're watching Star Wars. Actually, you're watching more like science fiction in the name of Star Wars. Basically, that's what it is. And there are parts of it that kind of feels like Star Wars, but for the most part, like that Star Wars girl said, they need an editor. And that has been said before with other shows too. It's like, where's all the editors? They're gone. They went. Bye-bye. And it's unfortunate. I mean, some of it's kind of interesting, but the timing's off, the editing's off. A lot of things are off, and I fell asleep a little bit in the first episode. I kind of fast forward through the second and third episode. These first 3 episodes are kind of like, it's kind of like a little movie, like a 90-minute movie, and the third chapter is a little bit more interesting because you get a little bit of an arc. You got Andor, and he's like trying to get some money. I guess that's what he's doing, kind of like Han Solo, except a little bit different. But basically, he went over. He got a little box thing from for the Empire. He was able to sneak in, get a little electronic box thing to give it to a guy, but the guy actually wanted him, and that's what you see in the third episode. Spoiler alert. And it's like, that's basically what happened in the course of 90 minutes. And there were some Native Americans, or whatever you want to call them, Pocahontas people. Canary, I love you. The old lady reminds me of another old lady from what's it called again? Mandalorians and the Book of Boba Fett. There was this lady, and she was like repairing the ships. This girl is talking to Enda. I won't forget this. So this is the part where they're like, oh, this is the guy that killed the 2 cops. We're gonna go try to stop Andor. This guy is like one of the head officers, dude, and he goes with the other cops. It's me, Chris. Yes, we gotta go find the guy that killed the 2 cops. Ready? Yeah. Jurassic Park Indians. Ooh, old guy. Not Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's the Clock Man. Why don't they have a regular cop? I mean clock. Why don't they have a clock? Why do they have this guy? I guess it's a ritual thing that they want to do it. The guy was with the girl. This was an opportunity for them to go totally rated R. Star Wars, Disney, family friendly, not really. Let's go totally rated R and show you more violence, actual blood, and heads coming off and boobies. But they decided not to do that. So this guy's like spying on her, and I think, or something, he finds out about Andor, even though they're supposed to be like lovers. But he's like, she's on the computers, and then he goes and looks at it and looks at whatever she's looking at, I think. Or, at least he finds out that the Empire's after. And gotta put my pants on. I got a headache. You sound like my guinea pig. Blah Hercules Rapato. Are we out of coffee? Look at my arms. I work out. The red robot has like some kind of stutter. For a minute I thought that at one point they had, like, the Empire hacked into that robot, and then just like fried it up remotely, like through the Wi-Fi, through the internet. And I was like, oh man, ooh, those cops, the Empire, they really got that robot. Which makes you wonder, could they do that to all the other robots in Star Wars? R2-D2, C-3PO, and all the other ones. But apparently, I guess maybe that didn't really happen, and I don't know what happened. But this robot, he like kind of stopped talking or something for a little while, but then he or she like was okay. Robots don't really have gender. You can give it a gender. Wow. Ooh, Tuscan. The Indians go to the spaceship that crashed like a shooting star, kind of like what happened in the Lord of the Rings prequel show, the Regal Powers, and there's like a man that came out of the sky, and it's kind of like that. It's like you want to go and see it, and you have no idea because you've never seen it before, and so the Indians that come to the spaceship that came out of the sky crashed onto their planet. But then that guy gets shot, so all the Indians shot him to death, and they carried the Indian guy, away to try to help him, save him. He makes a deal with the guy to get something like a spaceship, and he goes to talk to them, and it's kind of boring. And he just like talks and tries to motivate the group of other cops, and they do a slow dance. I mean, a slow clap, a very slow, polite clap for the guy. Interesting, the old guy's here coming down on some kind of spaceship bus, coming onto the planet. There's these weird green aliens in the back, so it's kind of like segregation. We're going back to the 1950s when we had two groups of fountains for the white people, fountains for the black people, and what did the yellow people do? What did the light brown people do? What did the dark Eastern Europeans do if they had really dark skin, but they're not black? Do you get the black fountain or the white fountain? If you're like 50% white, 50% black. Here's green aliens in the background. JFK. No, JFC. KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Man. And he's coming to meet that guy on the bus. Episode 3, Boy Crimes. Climbed right into the space bed. Like a zombie. He's poking at things. Kind of like when you poke at animals and spiders and bugs. Like, oh, is it gonna hurt me? I'm gonna poke at it. I can't touch it. I don't know what it is. Aliens, bugs, animals. Oh no, who is this? It's Amir. The first time the Indian boy ever seen a mirror. And so the boy starts smashing it. Starts smashing everything all over. Like, he has this rage inside of him, kind of like Darth Vader. He wants to resolve the issues. Not by thinking internally, but by smashing everything in the spaceship. Bus lands. There's a bus. There's the girl that reminds me of Natalie Portman, and not the girl that I was talking to in 2008, who was in like Long Beach and I was in Hawaii. Here they are talking to each other. I don't know why exactly. Here they are coming to the planet to find Andor. Everything is alright, says the robot. Oh no, there's a boy here. And the woman takes care of the boy. First, she had to knock him out. Here comes the cops. What's he gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad Empire, bad Palpatine, bad Darth Vader, Star Wars. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Palpatine totally dissolved the Congress, the Senate. Ooh, that's a bad boy. Trying to find Andor. Here he comes. Here he is. Here they are trying to find Andor. Here's Andor in red. So they talk back and forth a little bit. It's like, oh, you want that little technology box that you got from the Empire? Nah. Actually, I want you. Forget about the box. I want you. Oh, really? You want to recruit me into what? The magic Empire box. Some kind of Imperial box. I don't know what it does. He's paying a lot of credits for the box. I want you to come with me and I want to recruit you because you don't want to like stay here. We want to fight back. Fight the Empire that stole everything from us. I'm running. Hands up. People are drumming and beating things as the cops go through the town. It's like the town's men, everybody pretty much like they're all doing this little thing. It's some kind of tactic, but it's also like it helps coordinate who's doing what in a small village. There's the girl and the guy. I forget exactly, but she's good looking. They shoot down a guy. She's not happy. She knew him. He's crying. Bam, bam. Oh, this show's so boring. Even when I'm editing and making videos about it, I fall asleep while making a video. For a minute, I thought this was Palpatine. Oh, it's not. It's just an old lady. Fire. They hop in this, which sort of looks like the Millennium Falcon. They go up and off planet. Boy wakes up. He was kidnapped. He smiles a little bit. He's a little bit curious because he's never been in a spaceship before. The show is interesting because I'm a Star Wars nerd, and I'm really interested and curious about the characters and the stories. But outside of that, if I was a regular person, maybe not so much, and that's the problem if you're trying to appeal to as many people as possible to make money and stuff. It may not be the best approach. Whatever they're doing, whatever Disney thinks they're doing, as they abandon George Lucas, it's like they're doing whatever they want to do, whatever they want to do, kind of thing, and they're disregarding what really works. That's too bad. So sad.